First video on YouTube. We're going to keep this show moving along. You guys are ready for a special treat. We have a guest set in the house. This guy started here. I've been doing comedy with him for a few years. You're going to love him. Everyone make some noise for Josiah Loring.
Thank you, Ali. All right, good to be here. Thanks for coming out. My God, the heat's making people do crazy stuff. I saw a guy having road rage in a Prius. He's all hands on the hips with some guy on a scooter. Man, they're going to get after it. They're going to throw down, sure as shit. Paper, rock, scissors right there in the parking lot. Oh, man. The thing that drives me nuts here is those blinking light crosswalks. You know, one guy stopping 30 cars in traffic. You know, it's usually like some little meth head dude on a bicycle. And I think they ought to give us one day a year we can just run those little bastards over. Oh, and the snowbirds, they don't help. You know, you've seen these people, right? Well, you really don't see them. You just see those bony little hands on the steering wheel. Little gray heads bobbing around in there. And they're asking stupid stuff like, well, why doesn't Arizona do daylight savings? I'm saying, well, we've had 25 days over 100 degrees here. Who wants to be saving that shit? Makes you want to get out of town. Somebody said, take a cruise. Go see the Mexican Riviera. Oh, yeah, the Mexican Riviera. You know, the boat pulls up, and there it is, the Mexican Riviera. I was kind of bummed out because, well, it was up on blocks, and all the windows were busted out. Making me think like smoking that third joint on the way here might have been a bad idea. Weed gets a bad rap too, you know. It makes you lazy, makes you irresponsible. I think it just makes everybody else an overachiever. Yeah, it's got to be better than drugs they're passing out nowadays. You know, oh yeah, Mr. Johnson, we can clear that up for you, but there's a good chance you're going to shit yourself. You know, smoking the weed makes you think of funny stuff. You know, I'm watching TV, which is the safest thing to do when you're smoking the weed. I'm on the History Channel, and they're talking about highways and roads and the terminology. All that stuff been around for about 7,000 years. And then I go to the Animal Channel, and they're talking about the Roadrunner. And the bird's been around for 10,000 years. So I'm thinking, for 3,000 years, what do you call that fucking bird? Yes! Love a good math crowd there. Yeah, oh gosh, crazy stuff on TV too. You know, the cops busted this guy who was going into backyards up to the clothesline sniffing women's panties. I'm thinking, you gotta be a sick pervert to go around sniffing clean panties. In New York, they opened up this restaurant. It caters to the obese, 300 plus pounds, you eat for free. They have an 8,000 calorie burger. And a grand opening, people were lined up around the block. It was only 4 people, but... Know how to say wrong thing at the wrong time, too. I was with one of our finer establishments, and we affectionately call it the boat. I came out of there one night, I got pulled over, and that cop just kept insisting, where you been, where you been? I'm like, okay, I was at the boat. He looks over at his partner and says, well, isn't that where all the skanky chicks hang out? I'm like, well, it was never really like that till your sister started working there. Oh yeah, that taser's a badass piece of equipment. I went to the mall the other day, and this tall, mature, voluptuous woman's walking towards me. I'm all under the spell, and she asked me, "Did you just undress me with your eyes?" And I said, "No, ma'am. You were already naked when the fantasy started." Fiance and I are getting ready to go out the other night, and she walks in the room and says, "This dress makes me look like a house." Come on, honey. Nobody would paint their house that color. Oh yeah. That tape is a badass piece of equipment. All right, that's my time, everybody. Thanks for listening. Josiah Lori, everyone. We'll be recording his Comedy Central special later this month at the boat. Alright everyone, ready for your first headliner? Yeah! First guy's awesome, all the way from LA.